Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, I know by now you are aware about the illegal appointment of the 50 CAS, the Chief Administrative Secretaries. Those are the new positions which are created and they're designated to, which are supposed to be channeled to the various ministries. There is a ministry that had received 7 chief administrative secretaries. But you understand that the constitution capped the number at 22, the number of appointees. But William Samoei Ruto decided to appoint 50 CS. And there have been cries all over, people saying that will be a bloated government. I remember Abed Nasir, who is one of the diehard supporters of William Samoei Ruto, voiced his opinion that is not welcomed, Mr. President, that you should reduce the number to at least 23. We expected that would happen, but that landed on a deaf ear. The courts gave a directive that the government should stick to the agreed number, which I think was around 27. That William Samoei Ruto should stick to the 27. So now, the 50 CS Cabinet Chief Administrative Secretaries were scheduled for vetting in Parliament. So we understand that Wetangula declined to have them vetted because he cited constitutional challenges in vetting that number. And this is what Wetangula said. The obligation to respect, uphold, and defend the Constitution enjoins the House to refrain from assuming and discharging a role that it has not been expressly assigned by the Constitution or written law. In that regard, the National Assembly is unable to vet the nominees in the absence of the express constitutional and statutory requirements to do so. That is a message that Wetangula shared with Kenyans. But on Wednesday, the State House spokesperson in a press release said, to facilitate the accession of the Chief Administrative Secretary's office, the state appointees are now scheduled to subscribe to their solemn oath of office. This means that these positions, the people holding these positions, will now take oath of office without going through the vetting process. I look at Wetangula's statement and I look at the spokesperson's statement, then I tend to believe that this is something that was engineered. They had pre-planned that they were not going to vet these people, because by vetting them, and because many Kenyans have voiced the opinion on this, these numbers, so by subjecting these 50 people to a vetting process, maybe that would cause another public uproar. So Wetangula decided that let me decline vetting these people so that the president can appoint them directly and have them take the oath of office without people having to be engaged in the vetting. And because during the vetting process, someone maybe would rush to court and the courts would deliver an ultimatum that this selection, these offices, we did not agree on the 50, we agreed on 27. So 23 people are illegal. So I think this could be the reason why William Ruto rushed to have all these people, confirmed. So they are going to take the oath of office, and then they will subsequently start working. So according to Rigathi Gachagua, he defended the president's bloated chief administrative secretaries list, saying that they found a ruined economy, and to improve it, they require a bigger team. And then he went further and said, the main work of CAS will be moving across the world, looking for the markets as the cabinet secretaries concentrate on their office work. What Rigathi Gachagua is trying to say is that these people will be traveling across the world, while the cabinet secretaries will be locally here, waiting to sign, maybe to make signatures. So I don't know whether this is going to work, because then we have a permanent secretary, we have a cabinet secretary, and then we have chief administrative secretaries. So this is, to me and to many other Kenyans, a bloated cabinet, a bloated government. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you agree with William Samoei Ruto? In a nutshell, I expect that when the economy is not doing well, the best thing to do is to work with a lean government so that you can salvage the expenses that are going to be subjected to the wage and the like. Remember, there is an analysis I did, and that analysis I said that the government is going to spend close to 6 billion, probably more than 6 billion, because now these tours, like Rigathi Gachagua said, these people have been moving across the world. That means they will be spending a lot in moving, try to look for markets, according to what Rigathi Gachagua says. Now, this will be additional expense on the taxpayer. Now, these are things that can be done by a cabinet secretary, because we have a permanent secretary, and then we have a lot of advisors, we have a pool of teams within the ministries. So how are these chief administrative secretaries going to play the role of, shuttle diplomacy, if I may term it that way? Because what Rigathi Gachagua says is something akin to shuttle diplomacy. These people will be just moving across the countries, the world, trying to look for markets. What if they don't get markets for us? That is another challenge. So I personally don't agree with Rigathi Gachagua's sentiment, but nevertheless, he is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Now, they are the people who plan for this government. So we cannot insinuate that the numbers will not add value to them, because they are the plan. But according to us, according to Kenyans, this is illegal. That is what many Kenyans term illegal. Illegal in the sense that the courts have not permitted it. Illegal in the sense that they ought to have abided by the court's directive of 27. What if the courts decide that all these oaths taking ceremony to stop? What is going to happen? Ladies and gentlemen, kindly tell us what you think about this move. And once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.